I don't think that that's the case. I think it's just more professional to not be that way when you're in a management position, because people shouldn't, think that there's like bad things about you. Because there's not.
It's all right.
I'm a perfect human being.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm projecting. It's not Dave who fucking... trust me, it's not Dave who smokes weed 16 out of the 24 hours of the day. So it's not Dave who's high every single possible hour of the day. It's really me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the one. I have a problem. I fucking eat edibles until I pass out. I fucking go to work high, stoned. I go into people's houses smelling like blunts. It's me. It's me who does that.
Yep.
Hey, why don't you get those people on the line?
It's been a long time since I had to deal with them days.
Why don't you get those people you're talking to on the line, David? It would be like actually better conversation, probably.
Well, you were talking about something I have no interest in because you're trying to deformate my character, and that's ridiculous.
I did not. I said it was me.
You said it? What did you do?
Yeah, I said I was projecting. I said, I repeat again, it's not Dave who smokes marijuana 16 out of 24 hours of the day. Fucking going into people's houses fucking ripped out of his mind. That's me, ladies and gentlemen, not Dave. It's me, Bo Henry. I do that. Constantly.
Jesus. Why?
Why? I don't know. Because I got a problem.
You have an addiction to marijuana?
I am addicted to marijuana. I am addicted to marijuana cigarettes. I smoke them so much. They call them torpedoes. I smoke torpedoes.
What's a torpedo?
A torpedo, when you empty out the contents of a cigar and then put marijuana in it, they call that a torpedo in the hood.
Do they really?
They call it a torpedo, man.
When I was a young child and enjoyed the imbibement, I called them blunts.
You called them blunts? No, that's a funny story. Actually, my
man.
cousin Melanie told me that story about how when she was in DARE, that the DARE officer came and basically, like all of us in DARE, the officer came and told you how to use drugs. But the DARE officer came and told them about that, and instead of saying they were called blunts, said that people call them torpedoes. And it's just funny.
Did you get a text message?
Yeah, I'm getting text messages, right? I'm getting text messages from people, and you know what the people are saying? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the people are saying. I'm going to tell you what people are saying about you, Dave, and you're not going to fucking like it.
What are they saying about me?
They said our show is boring. Said tell them to walk over to the neighbor and do a live interview with the girlfriend.
Oh,
said
that is
Dave isn't
dope.
going to be doing shows with you anymore. She said that you're quitting. And then she said you stole my blunt story. She said you're going to quit because I'm sharing your shit. And then she said it wasn't a DARE officer, so I fucked her story up. And for the record, Melanie, I did steal your story, but I gave you credit for it. I said my cousin told me the story, and you're my cousin, so fuck out of here with that shit. Tired of people telling me I'm stealing shit on this show. Fucking Dave, you motherfucker.
Well, stop stealing shit.
I don't steal shit. I give credit when credit's due. And when I think of shit on my own, I fucking says it.
Yeah, but you verbatim also repeat a comedian word for word.
She said it was a state highway patrol officer that told my parents when they found my weed and blunts. They told her parents that they found her weed and her blunts, and they said they call that a torpedo. So that was how knowledgeable the state highway patrol was about the street drug culture, that they thought blunts were called torpedoes.
Tell your cousin to shut up.
Dude, fuck, those are fighting words.
For me or your cousin?
So, okay, let's breach the topic then. let's breach the topic then, Dave. Let's talk about the specific thing that I supposedly said that I stole off another comedian. Speaking of which, by the way, there's been multiple times that I've said, oh yeah, just like Chris Rock said, or just like Dave Chappelle said, blah, 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 blah. When is this specific time that I didn't do that and I fucking ripped off another comedian and completely stole their bit?
I mean, I don't remember now. I remember at the time when you said it. Or I remember when I was listening to a stand-up later and heard it.
I remember exactly what it was. I just finished my drink and I'm going to lay into your ass. You told me when I said that adultery doesn't sound like what it is at all. Like if somebody said that you're practicing adultery, that you would think that they were saying like, oh, you pay your bills on time, or oh, you're taking care of your kids, or something like that. Blah, blah, blah. I said something along those lines. So Dave happens to listen to some obscure fucking podcast one day that nobody's ever fucking heard of.
No, it was a very famous stand-up comedian named Mark Normand.
Who the fuck is Mark Normand? Who the fuck is that? I've never heard of him. Who's Mark Normand?
Well, because you don't listen to comedy. He's a stand-up, and he's been around for a long time.
He had a Comedy Central fucking stand-up.
He had a couple Comedy Central stand-up, and he's got a ton of, specials all over the United States.
Well, here's the point I'm making. Okay, I've never heard of Mark Normand, right? So this isn't even a case of, cryptomnesia, where it's like, I heard something a long time ago that was a bit or something like that, forgot where it came from, and then later on I think that I came up with it myself. So this isn't even that at all. This is just completely a case of I came up with something that wasn't incredibly thoughtful. It wasn't incredibly, anybody could have thought of that same thing.
How do you know he had a Comedy Central special if you had never heard of him?
I think that we've all thought to ourselves when we heard adultery, the first time we heard that, we were like, adultery? What the fuck's that? That doesn't sound anything like that. We've all had that same fucking thought. I just vocalized it on this show. So I vocalized
How
something.
Did you know he had a Comedy Central special and never heard of him?
Because I have Google and I just now pulled it up. And I looked and I'm like, oh, okay, here's the thing. It says Mark Normand, out of lunch, full special. Mark Normand, pursued by an armed maniac, Comedy Central special. That's how I know.
Yep. And you yoinked his shit, dude.
Well, you know what? I went to one of his shows. I was sitting in the back like I was fucking Carlos Mencia and just fucking stole that shit, made it fucking gold is what the fuck I did.
I mean, I don't think that that's true. I don't think you did it on purpose. I think you actually did it the way that you said before. You heard it and then you forgot about it and then you ended up saying it again on accident.
Well, no, but that's a real thing. I mean, it's, your good buddy Louis C.K. Talked about that.
Your good buddy. Why do you want to put me with all this awful shit?
What do you mean is awful shit? Louis C.K. is one of the greatest comedy minds in writing fucking in the past fucking 50 years, man.
And a weirdo.
And he's a weirdo, and he likes to jerk off in plants or whatever, or jerk off on himself. It wasn't him who jerked off in plants; that was somebody else. So, that's what I want to know. Why is it all these people have these weird things where they just like to jerk off in front of people?
Why do you do it?
I don't jerk off in front of people. I don't even even my lady friend. I don't really jerk off and I might jack my dick a little bit, but I don't sit there and just do the whole fucking thing. Oh yeah, watch me fucking jerk off.
I just feel like
that seems strange.
Uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Why do you feel uncomfortable? Because you're like fucking obviously eating something while you're doing this and completely invested in something else except this show right now.
I am 100% not eating anything. I have a speech impediment, you fucking insensitive prick.
I'm so sorry. I forgot about your speech impediment, Dave. So sorry.
I mean, I forgive you, but chill out. Jeez.
So, dude, there's this new show on fucking Hulu, and I don't know if it's new or whatever, but like it's called My Weird Addiction. Well, it's new on Hulu. I mean, which means that like it may have been out a while on something else, right?
Some would say it's Nulu.
So there's a new show, and it's called like My Weird Addiction, and I only watched like the first episode, but it's about all these people with these weird ass addictions. So the first episode, there's the girl, and she gives herself at least two times a day. She gives herself a coffee enema.
Okay, normal.
Normal? You're all about that?
Yeah.
A coffee enema?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
So you've given yourself coffee enema?
Several, yes.
So what happens when you give yourself a coffee enema?
Well, I mean, you get like you know those ketchup and mustard bottles at old-timey things?
Yeah, like fucking.
They're like red and yellow.
Like an old French's bottle with the twisty top, and it gets the hard yellow. Gets the hard yellow on the top, and you got to pick the hard yellow off the French's bottle, and it's like kind of rounded.
No, like the plastic cylinder that would be at like an ice cream shop or like a hot dog place. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, so you have your typical like clear red and yellow, like the clear for like mayonnaise, the red for ketchup, and the yellow for mustard. Yeah, that's pretty standard.
So what you do is you make a coffee mixture. It could be, I mean, I prefer a nice roast, but I mean, you can use decaf. It just doesn't clean you out as well. You put in your ingredients, maybe a little bit of a pink Himalayan sea salt. You shake it up, put your finger over the tip so you don't sprinkle it everywhere. And then you take that little tip and you push it up in your ass, and you squeeze the bottle with both hands. And not only does it wake you up, it makes your ass smell fresh, like a fresh coffee pot.
So it's like boofing caffeine.
Yeah.
So, wow. So I wonder if somebody would like give you a rim job or whatever, if it'd be like, oh wow, I'm so glad that you cleansed yourself with French roast this morning.
That's exactly what they would say. I've heard that more times than I can even count.
Nice. Well, you know what my favorite one was? It wasn't even the coffee enema one. It was the lady was addicted to licking her cat. And so like she was cleaning her cat like a cat would clean itself, because she noticed her cat wasn't cleaning herself. So she started cleaning her cat, and then like it progressed to where she was ending up just like fucking eating balls of hair from her cat. And they did a fucking x-ray and shit, and she had like fucking like a ball of yarn of hair all in her stomach.
Again, do not see what's weird about that. I've done it several times. You've never licked your cat completely clean?
I've licked plenty of pussy in my day. How?
Have you?
Have I?
That true?
Wait. It's totally true.
Plenty? So that means you're
plenty.
Good. Like you've had enough.
So it's like a plenty pack. You say that plenty. Who uses plenty in that way? Like plenty means that you've had enough.
Yeah, that's what Hey, are you full? You want any more? No, I've had plenty. Thank you. So,
I've had plenty. I'm sorry. Please, no more. I've had plenty.
Yeah.
I had a pack. So,
Yeah,
I've had
please.
a plenty pack, not like the little 5-stick 25-cent pack. I've had the plenty pack of pussy.